lights to go out.
Oh, that was a quick light.
Quick light, yeah.
Oh, we got carnage already. Oh, we got yellow car. Oh, God. Oh, there's
DSZ crashes on the opening lap. We have 3 and 4 wide into this corner. It looks like so far everybody's getting through. Back a little bit in the field here.
Oh, we got Bubba and somebody.
Somebody off track back behind the pack here. Hard to tell. A lot of cars and a lot of spray. Oh, we got one of the Salvers sideways. He's ghosted in front of the field. Looks like he's back going again. Boy, this is going to be a difficult race to run. So wet out there. Base Chief starting to break away. Looks like Nick Schwartz just behind him, actually. Nose to tail, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars a little bit breaking away from the pack. HSV. Oh, we got more wrecks. More wrecks. We got cars around. Oh, it's going to be a crazy race. Looks like everybody's got going again. I don't know if they had too much damage.
Oh, X-Man, what were you doing?
Oh, Hootie had a problem.
Oh, he braked so fucking early.
Looks like we've got some damage on the wing there, huh?
Yeah.
Let's get back up towards the front here. Looks like Dubsy was the car that had spun early on. One of the favorites for this race. Back in the pack. DSZ, same. He is without a wing right now, so he's just trying to survive this first lap, get back into the pits, get a wing on it. It's not ideal to run in the rain with no wing. Looks like Base Chief still holding the lead here, about a half a second over Nick Schwartz. Actually closer to a second now. There will be no DRS when the rain is out, so if you're looking for that, you will not see it. We've got a tight battle here with Majako and looks like Nick Day. Both of these cars run with no assists, which is even more challenging in these conditions, so we will see if they can keep it going. Certainly difficult to be side by side. Now we got another battle brewing behind. HSVDT trying to defend against a Haas car. He runs wide. Is that Bubba who makes the pass on the outside? It looks like he has to get his tires cleaned off. He just cannot get traction out of that corner when you go wide. Loses 2 spots there. 1 to X-Man as well. We got one of the Force Indias looking to make a move. Looks like that's Eric Garcia trying to make a move on the Red Bull of Main Event. Main Event looking on the outside of the Sauber in front. Thinks better of it. Probably a wise decision. Little touch there from the Force India behind. Back towards the front here. Take a look at the leader. Not a big gap. Nick Schwartz is really keeping him in tow. He's not letting him get away too much. Let's see if he can maybe make up a little more ground there. Indian man with a great start right now in a podium position. Jacko just behind him, still defending against Nick Day. Definitely a tight battle there. Let's see what kind of exit they get. Not quite as good out of that corner as Majako. Difficult to make up that time into the first corner without the aid of DRS. It's very much a race of waiting for the person in front of you to make a mistake. Drop back to Bubba, running high in the field right now, up to 6th. He is being pressured by X-Man close behind. It looks like he runs a little bit wide there. Doesn't get the traction out of the corner. X-Man looking to the outside. I think they touched. It's going to be side by side into the corner. Bubba has the inside line. He is going to defend the position. Who can get the better traction into the sweeping corners here? X-Man's still right on his gearbox. Bubba trying to make sure he keeps it on track here. It is difficult in this weather that we have. We've got also Eric Garcia pressuring main event again for 8th position. Another one running with no assists. Certainly a lot more challenging than the guys running full traction. Just can't quite get alongside main event to make that pass into the corner. Difficult to do with no DRS. Got Dubsy right on the tail of KWP. Definitely does not want to be battling with the back marker cars here, but just cannot seem to make his way through the field as quickly as he'd like to. In 10th, or 12th, I'm sorry, so not far from points. It looks like KP is a little bit loose out of that corner. He's going to make a run here down into the final hairpin corner. K-Dog, it does look like a lot of fun, indeed. It is a challenging game to race in the rain, but it should be that way, right? Dubsy does make that pass before the hairpin. Going to drive away without much problem. Check back to the front here. Base Chief still holding the lead. Starting to build a little more of a gap on Nick Schwartz. Really running a clean race thus far. Nick Schwartz now nearly 2 seconds back. Indian Man still holding consistent, about 3.5 seconds behind the leader. Majako just close behind him, about a second or so, in 4th. Nick Day seems to have lost some ground to Majako there, dropping back. He's now 6.5 seconds back. Behind him, we've got X-Man still defending against Bubba after making that pass. He's 13 seconds back. Bubba half a second or so behind X-Man, trying to get that position back. Still doing well in the points. Eric Garcia looks like he's made the move on main event. He's up to 8th and now tracking on that Haas car in front of him. Be interesting to watch his progression through the field. Very clean race car driver. Main event now being pressured by both Sauber cars. HSVDT just behind him in 10th. With his teammate Dubsy, both Australians racing in this American Racing League, looking to make their way up to the field. Again, Dubsy is certainly a car that we expected to certainly be threatening for a podium, if not a race win, and still struggling back here in 11th place. Did have that first lap incident where he was off track. I don't know what all damage he got. Looks like he's making a move on his teammate on the outside, outbraking him into turn 15 here. Looking to get the power down out of the corner, does it quite well. Very, very good overtaking maneuver there from the Australian. Mighty Murph back a little ways, 20 seconds back, so it looks like he's about 3 seconds behind HSVDT now in 12th position. KWP 13th, just a bit behind him. Brian Mosser trying to recover from his first lap incident, 14th position. Hudius not far behind him now, up in 15th. Did have that damage on the front wing. I believe he pit to repair that. DSZ man, all kinds of issues at the start of the race. Clear back in 16th position. Looks like he's got a wing on that car. He did not last time we saw him, so he's been in for repairs on that Renault machine. Gordau 17th, bit behind that Renault as well. I didn't see what all issues he had, but you have to imagine there must have been some problems. Back to the front, Base Chief continues to run a clean race. Nick Schwartz shortened that gap a little bit, down to 1.6 seconds now.